Have you ever been scrolling through YouTube and it just feels like it's reading your mind, recommending the perfect video right when you want it? Well, it's not magic, but it sure can feel like a secret code. Today, we're gonna crack that code. Okay, let's dive in and pull back the curtain on the YouTube algorithm.
So just to put this into perspective, get a load of this number. YouTube themselves say that a staggering 70% of all the time we spend watching videos on the platform is driven by their own recommendations. Think about that. The algorithm isn't just a small part of the YouTube experience. For most of us, it is the experience. It's the main gatekeeper deciding what blows up and what gets lost in the noise.
And that, of course, brings us to the million-dollar question. If this one system has so much power, how in the world does it actually decide? What's it looking for? What makes it pick your video over millions and millions of others? Well, that is exactly what we are going to break down piece by piece.
A lot of people call the algorithm a black box, like it's this mysterious, unknowable machine. But I think there's a much better way to look at it. I want you to think of it like a wildfire. Yeah, a wildfire. Every single video starts as just a tiny spark. And with the right fuel, the right conditions, it can spread and grow into something absolutely massive. It's less of a machine making a cold judgment, and more like a natural force just finding its path.
So let's start where every wildfire begins, the ignition. Every viral video, every huge channel, they all started in the exact same way, with one single tiny spark.
And that initial spark, that's your core audience. See, when you upload a new video, YouTube doesn't just blast it out to everyone on the planet. Instead, it tests the waters. It shows it to a small, select group of people that it thinks are most likely to love it. We're talking your most loyal subscribers, the real fans. Their reaction is the first big test. If they don't seem to care, well, the fire fizzles out before it even begins.
Okay, so let's say your core audience creates that spark. The fire is started. But what turns that little spark into a roaring flame? Well, the algorithm starts looking for fuel. And that fuel comes in the form of very specific viewer signals that tell it exactly how people are interacting with your video.
The first, and maybe the most important signal, is click-through rate, or CTR. This is the spark that gets the whole thing going. When YouTube shows your thumbnail and title to someone on their homepage, do they actually click on it? A high CTR basically screams to the algorithm, hey, people are interested in this, the packaging is working.
But, a click isn't enough, not by a long shot. The next signal is all about the heat of the fire, watch time and audience retention. So someone clicked, great, but do they stick around or do they click away after 10 seconds? High retention, high watch time, that tells the algorithm that the video actually delivered on the promise of the title and thumbnail. It's providing real value, and crucially, it's keeping people on YouTube longer.
And finally, we've got viewer satisfaction. You can think of this as the quality of the burn. It's not just about how long people watch, but did they actually enjoy it? The algorithm measures this with the obvious stuff, like likes and shares, but it also goes a step further. Those little rate this video surveys that pop up sometimes? Yep, it's listening to those too, because a positive experience is the ultimate goal here.
Now this quote right here, direct from YouTube, this is probably the most important sentence in this whole explainer. Read it again. The system isn't trying to figure out if your video is good on some objective scale. It's paying attention to how viewers react to it. So your goal as a creator isn't to please some robot algorithm, it's to please your audience. The algorithm is just following their lead. So what happens when a video has it all? It's got a strong spark, great heat, a really quality burn. What happens next? Well, the algorithm starts to spread the fire. But it's not random. It follows a very clear, very logical path, from a tiny little niche all the way out to the mainstream. And that path usually looks something like this. First, you've got the spark with your core audience. If they love it, it moves to the kindling, your more casual viewers. If the signals are still looking good, it spreads to the entire forest of your niche. We're talking people who are interested in your topic but maybe have never even heard of your channel. And if it's a real, true wildfire, it can even jump to the horizon, reaching adjacent niches that are kind of related to your main topic.
And where are you actually seeing all these recommendations pop up? Well, the fire spreads across three main areas. You've got your homepage, which is totally personalized to you. You've got suggested videos, that column on the side that tells you what to watch next. And of course, you've got search, which ranks results based not just on your search term, but on your past viewing habits too.
Okay, so everything we've talked about up until now has been for standard, long-form videos. But we have to talk about Shorts, because Shorts operates with a completely different system. It's a whole different kind of fire. So if standard videos are like a forest fire, building heat slowly and spreading deliberately, then shorts are like a grass fire. They spread incredibly fast and they play by a totally different set of rules. The shorts algorithm couldn't care less about your total watch time, it cares about the percentage of the video people watch. It doesn't care about clicks, it cares about whether people swipe away. And things like seamless loops, they're rewarded big time, because they trick people into watching over and over again. And this right here really gets to the heart of it. It's a fundamental difference in how we behave. With a regular video, you make a conscious choice to click. But when you're in the Shorts feed, the goal is totally different. It's not about earning a click, it's all about preventing the swipe. And that's a complete mental shift in how you have to approach making that kind of content.
So after going through all this, what's the big takeaway? Well, the secret isn't about trying to hack the system or trick some robot. It's about learning how to be the fire starter yourself.
At the end of the day, the algorithm has a really simple goal. Find the right path for the fire. It just wants to connect a viewer with a video that they'll actually find valuable and enjoy. It's following the audience. So your job isn't to chase the algorithm, it's to create something so good that the audience literally creates the path for you. And that leaves us with this one final thought. We spend so much time worrying, asking, how can I get the algorithm to push my videos? But what if we're asking the completely wrong question? The algorithm is already trying its best to find a home for every single video. The real question, the one we need to ask ourselves as creators, is this. Have we actually made a video that deserves a home? Have we made a video for an audience? Because if you have, trust me, the algorithm will do its job and find them.